y'all, it's Chris and Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. I got my sample cookbook, so y'all get to see that today. I'll show it to you at the end. So if you've ordered one, you want to stick around to see that. We have new microphones on. We're hoping they're working good. The only way to test them is to go live. That's the actual only way. And hopefully they're working good because it's the same company that the other ones worked good from. Today, we are making a delicious chicken noodle soup to warm you up. Me and Chris had already boiled the chicken, so we have got chicken broth that we're going to use first, and go ahead and get that in the pot getting hot while we chop up a couple of vegetables to go in it. So we're going to get over here to the pot. I'm going to turn it on and we're going to heat it up right quick. Now, we boiled a chicken. The good thing about making a chicken noodle soup is it don't have to be hard and you don't have to do everything the same day. A lot of people think they do. You don't. Boil your chicken one day and then make your soup another day. This one has butter in it because I added butter to the chicken that I boiled the last time. And so that's butter on the top. It gives it a good seal. If you want your broth to seal, you can put some butter in there when you boil it. And that way when you pour it up, it'll have a layer of butter at the top. It'll seal it. It'll stay up to it'll stay up to 6 months in your refrigerator as long as you don't break that seal. And this is actual bone broth. You've seen how thin that broth was. That is what you call broth. That's what you call regular broth from boiling a chicken. But this chicken, I let it cook for a longer period of time, and so you're going to see it's more congealed. See that? The difference it makes. What that means, that's how you actually make Jell-O. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Some of you probably do. Some of you probably don't. But Jell-O's made from the bones of a chicken. Not a chicken, but anything, the bones. It comes from bone marrow, okay? And so if you boil your chicken long enough, that bone marrow gets in there and thickens up the stock. When I make it like that, I call it chicken bone broth or stock, okay, instead of just broth. Now that looks good. Now when I boil my chicken, I put in a carrot, some celery, the butter, sometimes, salt and pepper, and some chicken bouillon, okay? Come on over here, and we're also going to add a can of cream of chicken soup. Now, I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, you ruined something homemade with canned soup. Just don't put it in there, and don't dog the recipe because we love it. It's all homemade except for this one can of soup. And the same people that fuss about that probably go and open a can of Campbell's vegetable soup every once in a while when they're hungry. All right, so we're going to get right here, and I'm going to chop up my celery and carrots really small. Let's do the carrots first because they need to get over there and start sauteing so that they get done quicker. But we're going to have this ready in no time. So I use just a couple of carrots. And you could grate your carrots if you wanted, it to really be done quick. But I'm going to saute these in a little bit of oil or butter and then add them to that. While that heats up, you got time to do this part. Now, the reason I didn't do it before we came on today was because I wanted the video to be a little bit longer than a few minutes, okay? Because, I want y'all to be able to see us and talk to us for a little bit. So, scoop these over. You could swirl it like that and put it in the soup. Now, I usually cut it in rounds, but today I'm going to cut it in small pieces. So I'm splitting it because it's going in this soup. Lord, I can't seem to get a straight cut on that one. The smaller it is, the better, really. It's just in there for color mostly and a little bit of flavor. In my hometown today, they're having the fall festival. And Eddie said it was going to be cold. Let us know if your town has a fall festival and if they've already done it. And do you get to go? Are you in good enough shape to go walk around the town and get to see everything? It's really neat because you get to see what people make. And they'll make homemade chilies and stews and serve hot chocolate and coffee. And some people make peanut brittle. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. And we didn't make it up that way because we're still looking at finalizing this cookbook. This is my final look at it before it goes into printing, and they're still guaranteeing that it's going to be here before November's up. They're supposed to have it to me by the 20th, which means I will have it to you guys probably by the last few days of November. So we got a lot to mail. We can't mail them all in one day. There's too many. But I will get to show you that. If you come on late, we are going to be showing my latest book. And this has the real paper from the book. I know y'all are probably tired of watching me cut up carrots. This has got the real paper. Chris, go around and show them our chicken and our noodles just so that they get a different view right quick. Well, he can just do it right here, can't he? And I should have had one of these cut up at least. I wasn't thinking. Y'all, it's Saturday. It's game day. I got on my game day shirt. We're making a good game day soup. The good thing about celery is you can chop it like this. It's a lot quicker. But buddy, carrots, I just can't do that. I have to pick it up and go down individually on each slice because they're so hard. Celery, not so much. Now, I don't have any green onion. We're going to be using the broth that's over there. We're going to be using a can of cream of chicken soup. We're going to be using these vegetables. We actually made linguine noodles the other night for supper, and we had those left over, so we're using those. And soup is supposed to be that way, you know. You're supposed to be able to let it be made up of everything you've already made.
Empty out the refrigerator. Yes.
And that's what's so good about doing stuff ahead of time. Now, if I'd have thought about it, I'd put some of that butter in this skillet for my vegetables that we put down in here already. But you know what? It'll be good regardless. So I'll put a little extra in here for our veggies. Now, you can add other stuff to it if you want to, but nothing is better than butter. If you can't have butter, use olive oil. And I don't think bacon grease would be good in chicken noodle soup, but some of y'all probably use it because y'all like to use it in everything. You know what? This is boiling so good, I think I probably could have just put this in there. But we're going to saute it anyway. I'm going to have to add just a little bit, I think, of water to that. What do you think, Chris?
I think we should cut it down.
Well, I will. I'll put it on low.
What did you do that for?
I'm losing my mind. I am. I'm losing my mind.
We wanted to be able to eat the soup pretty quickly. So we wanted the vegetables to be done. And
now I don't need to
we
turn it
knew-
down. Or those vegetables won't get done. I can add a little water to it real quick. Now, our noodles are already done, so I'm not going to dump the noodles in there quite yet. Y'all, if I ever made a video and did it perfectly, it would be a miracle from God. And that is no joke. It just would be. Miracles do happen, though. All right, let's do our salt and pepper. Let me grab these, Chris, and we're going to put our salt and pepper. We're going to start getting the broth ready. Okay, chicken noodle. It says it doesn't really have salt and pepper because I've already got salt in the broth when I boil the chicken. And I'm putting in this. This will be salty as well. So what you're going to do is just taste it. Salt and pepper it to taste. All right. You don't have to add the can of soup if you don't want to, okay? But we like it. Good Lord, that's hot. It's burning me from the skillet over here. Woo! Let me step in front of it, Chris. I can't put my hand over that skillet. All right. All right, let's come over here and chop up a little bit of chicken. Let me get me, well, I can chop it up right here because it's done. You worried about that? Chris has got on a microphone, but he's not talking much today. He's ready to watch his football game, y'all. I couldn't believe he said he would video for me. Tell him who's playing today, Chris. I don't really know. We're going to chop up a little bit of chicken, y'all. Y'all can put as much chicken in it as you want. I think I'm going to make a chicken pot pie out of what's left.
yeah, and I got to make some chicken and dumplings for my fishing club for Tuesday. So I got to have enough of that for like 20. But we got some more. We got some chickens out in the freezer.
Yeah, whole chickens. We need to get them out today and let them thaw. Because it's Tuesday, ain't it?
Yeah.
Y'all, I will cut up chicken on my cutting board if it's already cooked. I won't do it if it's raw, but I will do it if it's already cooked. I'm looking for this. This Rachel Ray Scripa.
Today is Florida, Georgia.
Is it supposed to be a good game?
I hope not. I hope we beat them so bad
Oh.
people quit watching it.
Well, and Chris means Georgia, of course. He went to Georgia. If you didn't know it, that's where he went to college. So, he went to Georgia, and I went to what they used to call, when I first started, it was still Southern Tech. And then it turned into a technical, it was called Southern Polytechnic University when I graduated, and now it's part of Kennesaw State. It's changed hands a lot. But I got in there in the 80s, late 80s, so I got to go to the old, what it was called, my daddy went there. He got a 2-year degree from there in construction. I'm going to add some salt to this. I'm going to taste it. I guess I need to get a spoon.
That soup's going to burn on the side that's still on there.
What do you mean? This?
On the side. You can't see it.
Is this?
Yes.
Well, I'm about to taste it. See if I need to add salt, y'all. You want that cream of chicken soup to get mixed in there good before you taste it because it is salty. Y'all, this is good soup. I'm turning it up.
They could put cream in there, couldn't they? Just instead of
Cream? Instead of what?
the
What?
cream of chicken soup.
Well, I mean, they could. They don't have to put anything in there. It'll be good regardless. In other words, it'd be good without adding it.
Mm-hmm.
Just omit it if you don't want it. Oh, it's so good already. Yum. I do need to add some salt.
You think you ought to cut them noodles up?
And
since
some
they're
pepper.
Big long noodles?
I can. You want me to cut them up?
Yeah, I think that'd be easier to eat
Okay.
since they're linguine noodles.
Okay. Let's chop these up, y'all, and then we're going to eat. I'm boiling that to get it reduced just a little bit. But really and truly, once I add these noodles and those,
That's a lot of noodles, ain't it?
yeah. We made a whole pound of noodles the other night, and we only ate one helping of it, I think. Did you eat it leftover at all?
Yeah, we had some with it was just a lot of noodles.
Sure was.
That's perfect.
Now, these linguine noodles are nice and wide for chicken noodle soup, y'all. You can use any kind of noodle you want, whatever you got in the pantry. If you've got spaghetti noodles, if you've got egg noodles, any of them will work good. Now we're going to add our veggies, y'all, that have been simmering in this butter. I'm going to put a little bit of chives that are just dried because I don't have any green onion, y'all.
Make it pretty.
Yeah. Now you can add onion to there. Now I add an onion, of course, when I boil my chicken, so there is an onion flavor in that broth already. Some of this dehydrated onion. It'll make it taste good. Now, if you got some fresh onion, chop it up. Now, I mean like a green onion, y'all. And if you don't, you can add a few dried onions like I just did, or I used to have some Penzeys. I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. I used to have some Penzeys shallots, and they were so good. All right, so we'll put some parsley in it too to make it pretty.
There.
And then we're going to taste it again. And if you want it thicker, all you got to do is boil it longer. If you want it thin, add a little more broth or water to it. If you want it thick, then continue to cook it until you don't have a lot of moisture in it left. And then it's more, thicker. It's up to you. I don't like a soup that's so thick that it don't have a good broth.
Don't want it to be like oatmeal.
It just aggravates me if I can't find those, but it is what it is, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, y'all. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with stuff. So if you're just coming on, this has got 2 quarts, which is 8 cups of homemade chicken broth. One was bone broth and one was regular broth. Then it's got salt and pepper, a can of cream of chicken soup, the noodles, the chicken. I put some dehydrated onion in it. We chopped up some carrot, sauteed it in butter and with celery and put in here. It's going to be really good. Now, you can, I was going to tell them something else, and now it just, y'all, I just can't think today. That's how I am, though. My brain ain't always there. So I'm going to dip it out in 2 different colors for y'all. Oh, we got to show them the cookbook. It's so pretty, y'all. Tell you what, while this is cooling down just a minute, I'll show y'all the cookbook.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does. I want a little bit more broth in this one. Look at all that butter floating on the top. You know that's going to be good. Because that's what it is, it's butter. All right. We're going to sit these right here while I show y'all the cookbook. And then I'll taste them. Okay? This is our new cookbook. This is my version. When they make the cookbook, it will be Smith sewn. Come in here, Chris, at this table. And let me show it to them. I'll move this. It will be Smith sewn, which means that the pages are going to be grouped together like they were when they sent them to me in sections. And then they are sewn into the binder. And that way it stays together better and the pages won't fall out. It's put together like a Bible.
Yeah, it's not going to be in one of these things.
No, it's not going to be in a binder. It's a hardback book. This is a proof.
Yeah.
So I have it in a binder. Okay. This is a proof. So that's the front. And that's the back. And then, of course, it has a spine, which is boring. And then you open it up. And you can see it looks really pretty. Even if I did it myself, I didn't have professional people to help me. And then the recipes they just look so pretty. And the text is nice and large. The colors look great. I used green and red just because that reminds me of Christmas. And you can see how pretty some of the pictures look. That's our hamburger steak deluxe. And, you know, even if we don't have a professional studio, to me, I think it's really pretty. And I'm excited. I'm going to show y'all one more. Let's see, it's got our chickens. It's got stories. It's got just different things in here. I think, look at that Thanksgiving plate. And then in the end, I do have a section that talks about holiday recipes and what I recommend as appetizers, main courses, etc. And the index is wonderful. It is 272 pages. This is the actual paper it will be printed on. So you can see how thick the book is going to be. It's going to be probably about 3 pounds or so, probably. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be gorgeous. And I'm thankful that I was able to have it printed here in the United States and y'all still be able to afford it. Because that's just amazing to me. All right, let's taste our soup. It looks really good. And it's not hard to make a good soup, especially when you do different things different days. So these noodles were made a different day than the chicken and the chicken stock and then the soup. So if you cook like that, you don't have to wear yourself out in the kitchen. It's really important when you get older.
I've been wanting some chicken noodle soup, so
It is really, really delicious. It's just really good, y'all. It's going to warm us up today. We're going to have fun watching football, or Chris is, while I look through that final proof. And we thank you so much for shopping and watching our show. Look, if you want to buy the cookbook now that you've actually seen how big it's going to be and how nice it's going to be, all you got to do is go to the website at www.collardvalleycooks.com, and it's the first thing you'll see. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow making buttermilk pie.